Hello and welcome. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we are back in Swampfleet. We are still making our way to the other hobbit villages. There are a couple quests that we need to do before we can do that though, but first of all, let us get this well-used fishing rod for the dwellers of old Swampfleet, I think it was. Yeah. And let's see what the story goes. What this is about. The hook dropped into the water with a gentle splash. The lone hobbit dipped his toes into the water, dimming its temperature, refreshingly brisk instead of horribly cold. I could get used to this, he said to no one in particular. And so he did, fishing by the mill every Thursday evening, almost every week for the rest of his life. The only change in his routine was the addition of some company as the years carried on. Oh, that's lovely. That is indeed a very wholesome story. And that also reminds me something that I heard. From what I remember, it seems to be like a Chinese proverb, but I could be wrong on that. But basically, one of my favorite writers once said that literature is basically the right words built around silence, a meaningful silence, something along those lines. And the idea being that what you don't say is just as important as the things that you do get to say. So, by just telling us that the Hobbit continued, returned to that fishing spot constantly, and the only change was the addition of new people, it paints the whole picture, actually. And yeah, I think that's a lovely. Now, just looking for a way down, because we might be able to get some of the waterfalls that we are missing for the exploration quest. And we also, for whatever reason, need to get back to Radlaw once again. Not a big fan of the backtracking, the excessive amount of backtracking present in Swampfleet and Cardland, but well, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I so wish some of these quests would have been done a little bit differently. But well, they weren't. There's no point in lamenting over that anymore. But yeah, the amount of backtracking in these two regions is a little bit too much, in my opinion. We're just in Clegor, really. We're just getting started, but you'll see this is already the second time we're getting to this brigand encampment that is so far out of the way. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if we will need to return there for a third time. God, I hope not, but we'll need to wait and see. Lovely day, anyway. I think, nonetheless, the landscape, as usual, is so good, so beautiful, so breathtaking. The skybox in Swampfleet, the vegetation, and we might get to see some of that as we advance through the areas, but the way in which it also seamlessly connects with places like Enedwaith, Eregion, It's a little bit risky trying to go to some of those areas, but I just might dip a little bit into it so that we can see, and yeah, it's amazing. And Gardaland also does a great job connecting with so many places and having still its own flavor, its own personality. Now, last time we were struggling a little bit, so I think what we get... Well, we get a little bit more gambits, a little bit more powerful. We'll need to take things a little bit easier than we usually do. And of course, since the Warden paradigm has changed, the leveling paradigm, I also found out I'm having quite a hard time remembering some of the gambits I have. But well, now that we're level 10, apart from all these tutorials, oh, we got so many things. We got the title The Undefeated, Epic Battles, we got In the Fray and Assailment, Recovery, just Recovery, okay. And we have Range, Depth Strike, Boot, Offensive Strike, Persevere, Precise Throw, Journeyman, 1 class trade point, 5 LOTRO points, so many things. Epic Battles await. Yeah. Okay, so I think we really need to start accommodating some of these things in the place that I'm actually currently using on Arcane Stone, at least a couple of them. You did Deadly Insult, awesome. The great thing about being level 9 now, well, level 10, is that we are finally over leveling this area and getting some of those enemies we are also fighting on level, so we don't see him as... I don't feel as outnumbered now as I did on the last episode. I came really close to dying. Thankfully that wasn't the case. Got a couple new deeds as well. Shield Bash, Block Attacks, Deadly Insult. Okay. Once again, not sure what's the point of doing the deeds, but they are there anyway. Let me just refresh my memory. Precise, the Boot, Offensive Strike, Persevere, Impressive Flourish, War Cry. Okay. Now yeah. I got it. I think I got it now. But something else that I think we also should do now that we are relatively close by, we can try to circle this hill and hopefully find a way to the river where we will find the last 2 waterfalls, or for the quest, well, the waterfall quest that we also have. I don't know what I am stumbling so much today. But that's the plan anyway. And you'll see, I'm trying to find a natural way. I'm not trying to brute force my way around things too much. I mean, I could do that, of course, and it might be even more time efficient and whatever you like, but Well, I feel like exploring today at least. Who knows how will I feel tomorrow? But at least today, I think exploring some of these hills and some of these places is really worth doing. I had a feeling there was something in here. I might be wrong. Other than a good view, of course. You know what? Yeah, let's bait in the view. Oh, it's that mosswort. Awesome. You can even see Tharbad there in the distance as well. Some of the ruins of Old Eregion. Is that Midovale? No, we are still... No, but, well, we are still too far from Midovale, but, yeah, we are seeing some of the ruins of Old Eregion. What a nice find this hill was. Now I feel validated on my decision of exploring this place. I don't think I have ever totally explored Swampfleet and Cardolan. There are plenty of explorer deeds that I haven't checked, that I haven't taken the time to really try out. And I don't expect myself to be able to do that. But I want to give it a try at least and see how far can I go. Alright. And as much as I wanted to avoid it, I think this is the time to jump. Because I have no idea how to get here otherwise without having to make my way all the way back to the old South Road, which is not something I want to do right now. But at least this will take us to the last two waterfalls that we need to explore. I have a feeling there was, or there will be actually, another quest around the vicinity here some point in the future. But for the time being, well, let us just do this on our own. We are just about, I think, 3 levels away from getting forced march. I can tell you, I cannot wait. Let me see, because this helmet is light armor, but, well, I don't have any helmets equipped, so I might as well take it. Apprentice Scholars, that's something that I want to get to eventually, but once again, it's gonna be a while before we can get our crafting introduction. So I mean, I will get what little materials I can, and hopefully by the time I unlock crafting, I will be able to get all the mats I need to max out the apprentice tier, but that one will need to wait. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, but, well, this is also one of the things I'm really not a fan of on Before the Shadow. I think I have already mentioned that to you, but that's the fact that you can only get the introduction to crafting on Langaran, and realistically you will get to Langaran about level 10, level 11, maybe even more. And the thing is, You do miss on a couple things. Not but rocks and pounding water. Alright. Especially if you are a prospector and a woodworker and you don't get your crafting right away. From my experience, if you wait until you get to Langana to start farming your crafting materials, you will struggle a little bit before you leave Swamplit to be able to max out your apprentice tier. But who knows, maybe we will be lucky with a scholar and we will not struggle as much. And yes, I do plan to make this Beriathan as scholar as well, just as what we have on Arkenstone. Once again, I'm trying to make this Beriathan as close to the Beriathan on Arkenstone as I can. On one, I'm already familiar with the gameplay loop of that Beriathan, but that way, of course, it's easier for me to see these two characters as one single character. That helps a lot, and that's the whole point of this as well. And once again, by the end of all this, I hope I will be able to answer the question of where would I have before the Shadow and Shadows of Angmar converge, if there is a way to make them converge before book 4, because, well, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I think that joining point, that meeting point that you have at book 4 doesn't work quite well. It feels like it's missing something. And hopefully by the end of all this, we will be able to figure out what is missing and how to find it, basically. Anyway, here we have broken base. Grab this. You found a piece of old pottery. Now, yeah, there is a way to get back up. There should be a way to get back up. Let me just try a little bit to find it. And if I can't, I do have my milestone anyway, so just wanna spend a minute or two looking for that way up. I know it exists. I found it last time I was questing here, but I don't remember exactly where it was. But once again, this is all on the idea of exploring the area and hopefully commit some of its spots to memory, especially those that do not appear on the map. Come on, this foliage doesn't let me see a thing. Do you mind, grass? I'm trying to look. Yeah, that's the way up on the other shore. But the question is, yeah, I think there is also a way to meet the road, but that will take us to a place I don't want to go yet, because once again I'm also following the story, trying to discover every area naturally as my quests send me there. So for the time being, I guess, yeah, we will stick to the road in here. Yeah, I'm in the mind of exploring. I'm in the mindset, in the mood for exploring and taking my time. Who knows, maybe it's because I've been replaying some Zelda recently, and those games usually, that's what they ask of you, for you to just relax and take the time to explore and to look around and see what you find on your own. And I don't know, yeah, maybe I'm on that kind of mindset. and now I'm playing LOTRO a little bit more relaxed than I usually do. But it's also great. It's also great taking the time to just ride and see what you can find. And it's not like we are taking a long time anyway. Look, we are already back on Clegor. We need to turn this quest with Radlaw. Is that the right name?
Is there something I can do for you?
Goodness, you are soaked. But you did not drown. Good work. And what have you there? You hand over the broken vase. Well, would you look at that? How old is this, I wonder? And you found a skeleton too. Oh, I cannot wait to tell all of my friends about the discoveries that that we have made. Thank you. I don't mind too much about being given the credit for all this, as long as you give me the rewards, which you did. So, I mean, if you want to fool your friends, that's on you. Would never do that. But if you want to do that, that's on you. Alright. Oh, look, there was another path as well. I know. That's the path that will take us to the lower level of Glyn Helyg. That's the one that we took on the last episode. You see, I'm still getting fairly lost on these areas. There are so many places, so many options for you to get to the place you want to go. At times it does get a little bit tricky. Please tell me you're gonna give me access to... You're gonna teach me how to enter the town now. I've done all you wanted. I've been to that camp twice already. I think I have earned it.
Just a moment.
Word travels fast. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. You're not gonna leave me alone. Now, how do I get... Christ.
Hello.
Word travels fast in the Store Vales. Ruffians are in a panic in response to your actions. Alright, I'll tell you how to find Glyn Helyg. You know the road you took to get here. Follow it north. I have left trail markers along the way for you to find the secret entrance to Glyn Helyg. They will point you in the right direction. If you follow the trail markers precisely, you should be able to find Glyn Helyg. Once again, you don't need to do this quest to enter Glyn Helyg, but especially the first time around, it does help a lot. It's very well hidden in my opinion. On this quest, we checked at the end of last episode, but I haven't gotten it, so let's go.
For generations, my family has been in charge of maintaining the bridges of Glyn Helyg.
It is a very important job, for a rotted bridge plank could crumble under foot or hoof. It is around that time of year when I need to do a full survey of each bridge, but I have been feeling pretty poorly the past few days. If you are up for the ups and downs of it, I could compensate you for the work if you will help me. Wonderful! The first thing we need to do is examine the bridges to be sure the ropes, planks and anchor points are all in top shape. Yep. So... once again, just follow the road. We'll start seeing the markers less soon. You will see my cosmetic outfit is at long last working as it should. With my sword, I love that sword so much. I love that model so much. I don't think we've come close to orcs yet to see the Orcbane weapon aura, but we'll do so eventually. You will remember I only started using that weapon aura on Beriathan when we were doing Edit Mithrim, but that's something that I always wanted to do since day one, so it's a retcon, but it's not a big deal, I think. The marker points to a new location. That one over there. The marker points to a new location, so this is the entrance to the town, but I don't know, in my opinion it's quite well hidden, not so much that anybody would find it, but enough that if you're not paying attention, you just see the road, and this branch over here is really easy to miss. So yeah, if you're in a hurry, if you're not paying attention, you will miss this, as I did. The trail becomes clearer to you, yeah, you don't say. You have found Glyn Helyg. Awesome. And I really like this village. It's very unique. I don't think we've got anything like this before.
How do you do it? What do you need?
Ah, Larry sent you. Judging by your face, I'd say you are quite disappointed. This is indeed Glyn Helyg, and no, it's not a floating village. I'm not going to have to give Larry what for. I'm going to have to give Larry what for. Ever since they left to go on their adventures, they've been spreading all kinds of fantastical rumors about this place, telling all manner of folk that our humble town floats in the sky overlooking the river. You're not the first to appear to me with such despair, but enough about them. Thank you for delivering the parcel. It's quite important to our family.
Could you spare a moment? A strange shadow lingers in the wild.
I have observed its effects for quite some time now. The plants are wilting and the crop does not survive until the harvest. This shadow spreads and harms everything it touches. Since you happen to survive the journey here, I'm hoping that you might take a look around and try to gather more information for me. Strange shadow, yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Of course. But first, well, I need to examine some bridges in here. This one is in good shape. Good to know. There's a lot of quests in here. Well, not a lot, but enough. The Quintac smiles at you. He is certain to have news for you.
Goblins and Uruks? Oh, you must be mistaken.
Any such creatures around here would be the talk of town for months and months, if not years. Someone would have said something if such villains as that were prowling about. We Stores are a rough and humble folk, friend. We are not afeard of much, and that's the way it should be. We don't frighten easily, unlike some others at my name. But I shan't, for we also believe in being polite. Dervel lowers his voice. Not like the stores of Lintrep, but you didn't hear that from me. Yeah, sure, whatever you say. This is a time quest. We're gonna leave that one for later. Let me finish examining the bridges. The board is rotted and needs replacing, yeah. Because as soon as I finish with the bridges, I will need to go back down anyway, so I will help you with that one in just a moment, Dervel. But okay, the people of Glyn Helyg have not seen the orcs, have not seen the Uruks, and as far as the epic goes, that means we now need to go to the village of Lintrep and see. Oh.
Excuse me. Have you seen my father?
You wouldn't have missed him, most likely falling over himself drunk? No? Well, if you would be so kind as to keep an eye out for him, I would be quite grateful. Yeah, the first time around this quest really confused me, but I think I remember where her father is now. The forts are strong and secure. What about this one? The bridge would make a great trap. It should be repaired first. Oh. Interesting. We found a discarded wine bottle. Those bridges planks look good. Good. That's good. be back with you in just a sec, Turtle. I'm not quite done yet.
What? Who's there?
Queens! Wait, now there's just one of you. Oh, my daughter sent you. Well, you tell her. He pauses, thinking very hard. What was I saying? Alright. She sent you. Is it time for supper already? Well, I can't seem to walk. Maybe a ship of water will help. Go fetch me a ship of water, will you? Where is your wine bottle? Here. Okay, with this one, easy enough. The bottle grows heavier with fresh water.
What? You woke me from a great dream.
Did you bring me a ship of ale? Water? Oh fine, give it here. He takes a long draw of water from the bottle and then several deep breaths. After a few long moments, his eyes clear and he blinks up at you. Very well, very well. I am getting very well there indeed. I just need a bit more time. Go on and tell Sion that I will be along shortly. I just need a few more minutes and a few more sips of water, that is. I wouldn't be missing her cooking for the world. Back to her in just a moment. Once again, I'm not sure if we'll get another quest for this, but I just couldn't let the opportunity pass to check the Tavern of Glyn Helyg, the Stony Leap. I think this is the first time in the channel that we see a Hobbit tavern as big as this one, but in reality the first time this kind of taverns were introduced was with Yondershire update 33 and Before the Shadow is update 34, but well, you get the idea. Back with you. Not quite ready yet, but almost there. Give me just a moment.
Sobering up, is he?
The tears will have gone cold, but at least he's on his way. Thank you for your help. Alright. I thought I was gonna get a little bit more XP, but no. A little bit more questing, I meant. But okay, with all this done, what do you want?
Might ye aid me?
I have entered into a wager with old Advenhood, who lives down at the bottom of the ravine in which Glyn Helyg is built. The wager is this, that a newcomer to the town can get down to the water wheel far below us in less than 2 minutes. Will you help me with this wager? It's a long way down and the bridges can be confusing, so you'll need to be clever, but don't take the quickest way down. You don't want to break your bones after all. Are you ready? Good fortune to you. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can survive that kind of fall, and maybe that is the game provoking you, but if a new player tries to take the easy way down, on one hand you were warned, on the other hand you wouldn't survive, but that would also teach you that you can die for fall damage. And once again, it's better for them to learn it if they are in a controlled environment, but if that's the case, say goodbye to your titles. That would suck. You made it.
A fine day to ye.
You made it down here in less than 2 minutes. Incredible. Derval said it would be possible. He wagered me that a newcomer wouldn't be able to make it, and everyone who fails helps to fill his pockets. Finally, someone was able to do it. I guess that means I should reward you for this accomplishment. Oh, it's no bother. It's worth it to me just to see the look on Derval's face when I tell him you actually made it. Thank you.
You return! What have you found?
Oh, let me tell you.
You bring good news!
It sounds like we only need to repair a few planks. Will you cut down a few trees so we can have the planks made? You will have to go into the wooded area by the water. The trees on the cliffside all have their own names and we don't want to be going and cutting those down. Alright, so yeah, by the water. We actually just need to defeat these pines a couple of times until we get all the wood we need. But to be honest with you, the first time I did this quest, I hadn't realized you needed to actually fight the trees. So I was looking for a usable item, and of course I didn't find any. It was driving me crazy. Not the case anymore though. Alright, there's another one in here. Bring the wood to Ponta, absolutely.
Excellent! You brought back some fine pieces of wood.
I can take it from here and have the planks made. Thank you for your help. Happy to help. Alright, that seems to be it for Glyn Helyg. Really short actually. I didn't remember this town being so short. But it doesn't seem like we missed anything, so... Let me double check nonetheless. It's just gonna be a minute. And well, music is really cool, so I hope any of you will mind it. Me coming back here and all. Oh, I just remembered I hit level 10. Yeah, I have a couple more trade points to spend. Yeah, that seems to be all, at least for the moment, with this Hobbit village. Either go to Lintrep or investigate the corrupted plant. I don't know what to do, but I'm guessing let's try to finish the quests in Glyn Helyg before moving on. Sounds like a plan, I hope. You have discovered Lintrep. Yeah, lovely town, and we'll get to check it in just a moment. Let me just get this one done. And, if I remember correctly, there will be some backtracking to this area as well. Talk to Wenfor back in Glyn Helyg. Strange shadow lingers, alright. Come on. Where's the entrance back to town? I think it's this one, yeah. That is traveling to sea. It is as I feared. The corruption has begun to take hold. I've never traveled as deep as you have. The corruption in this plant looks even more severe. You should travel deeper into the forest. If my suspicions are correct, we may find a more potent corruption exists. Oh, I thought I had it, you... Oh no, that's... No! Oh! How did I fall? Don't wanna... Careful there. Oh my god, those bridges. Would suck. Dying of falling damage. Yeah, I love Glyn Helyg, but it turned out to be more stressing than I thought it would be. But I think, yeah, now's the time at least. Go to Lintref. There are a couple things I believe that we can do within the village before we are asked to leave on other quests. So maybe we can do that.
How do you do?
Alright, Stone Master.
You're new here, aren't you?
You have that adventuring air about you, and folks such as yourself always seem to be looking for jobs to do for some extra coin. Well, I have coin and job both, if you are willing. The gardens are plagued by bothersome crawl-like birds. They're very odd looking, they eat all the seed, and they pick at your toes if you try to shoot them away. Do away with the pests, but bring me their wings. I wish to study them in detail. I think I remember this one too. It was really funny. Nettie Strafford nods a greeting to you, eager to share local gossip. Yeah, me too, of course.
Uruks and goblins! You cannot be serious!
The store vales are peaceful and the quiet is only occasionally disturbed by the howling of wolves and the carrying on of our neighbors in Glyn Helyg, of which I assure you we do not approve. But you did not hear that from me. We're like one big happy family in the store vales, and all three villages get along quite famously. Nettie lowers her voice. But if I was pressed to put the villages in a sort of order, I would place Lintrop at the top, followed by Clegger, and it would be Glyn Helyg that brought up the rear. Still, I would not wish goblins or orcs upon any of my fellow stores, not really. With this, I guess we need to go back to the Major and Clegger and let him know there's nothing out of the ordinary here.
I am afeard of the days to come.
There are a lot of shrews in my orchard just north of here. I'm afraid that the little pest will eat all my apples. Do you think you could shoot them away? I'd really appreciate it. Sure. Go away, shoot. Go and bother someone else. Alright, back to Nettie's. There we go.
Helvark has abandoned us.
Thank you for your efforts, but those shrews are sure to be back. They just love my apples so very much. I have had an idea. Perhaps an offering of peace will show the shrews I'm a friend, and friends don't sneak into the friend's orchard and nibble bites out of their livelihood. I have filled up a basket with apples. Bring it up to my orchard, but keep walking north. There's a sloping hill north of my orchard, and if you get the basket down near the bottom of the hill, perhaps it will attract the shrews and keep them satisfied. It is worth a try, wouldn't you say? Alright, that sounds important, but we have a lot of quests in here. I'm not entirely sure which ones will need us to be a higher level than we are, and which ones we can do no problem. But in any case, it seems like a good enough spot to end today's episode. So once again, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.